Us again. Look, a t-shirt, sun blue sky. It's been windy again, but no rain, so come on, let's take the positives. Where are we? We've left the Picos. We did cut our journey short by a couple of days in terms of the places we wanted to go, the things we wanted to see, just because, as you know, I kept saying it, the weather just was against us every single day really, until obviously we did get to go to the Covadonga lakes on a really nice day, so that was spectacular. So really happy that happened, and obviously the rest of it was beautiful, but most of it was seen from the van and not really enjoyed as I envisaged. But hey, that's the weather, nobody controls that, huh? So where are we now? Let me tell you. We are on the north coast of Spain, at Playa de la Concha de Artido, and there's only really one way to show you this, and that's from the drone. We have an amazing park up, which is, yes, normally a public car park in the summer, but it's not the summer, it's early November, and there's no one here, it's just us. So this is wild camping. I'm taking that one. You can see we're right on the beach, and they have this lovely boardwalk. It's not long, it probably takes half an hour maximum. It's a circuit from this car park around along the beach and back, yeah, it goes through like some marshland, some swampland, leads out onto the beach, along the beach and back in again. But it's a beautiful little walk. There is like a little abandoned restaurant, which is a bit of a shame. The beach itself, of course, as you can see, is certainly not Caribbean, blue star, white sand. It's very rocky. I certainly would not want to be the lifeguard that has to run out and save somebody, because you're probably not with a broken ankle, at best, I would guess. But it's a lovely location. We are going to spend the night here. So we left the Picos this morning, but we did have a little stop off en route just for a comfort break. We stopped in a little fishing village called Cudillero. Again, I'll put the name on the screen in case I'm pronouncing it wrong. And my first impression was we could have been in Devon or Cornwall. It's one of those little quaint cobbled streets, super steep to get down and back out again, but absolutely spectacular location. We was driving, and the sat-nav said like 600 meters to go, and there was just nothing. And all of a sudden it said chuck a right. We chucked a right, and boom, we were in this little town going down this cobbled street. Absolutely fantastic. They have lots of little marked walkways, so you can explore the town or the village in an organized fashion. They've got 3 different routes, so we've done those as well. But a real nice place just to stop, just to stretch the legs, get out of the van and just soak up the scenery. We parked right down on the harbour. We could have stayed overnight there, it is allowed, but I already had this one planned from looking on Google and seeing locations that could be of interest. So here we are, we're going to spend the night, and then I'm not too sure where we're going tomorrow yet. We're going to stick on the north coast. We are heading, this is the plan, subject to the weather, we are heading for the most northerly point in Spain, which is a lighthouse, and I believe we're about 2 hours away. So we might do it tomorrow, or we might stop off midway, because I think I've said before, we don't like to drive more than a couple of hours, 2-3 hours, but if there's something interesting, half an hour down the road, then we'll stop, and it'll either be a night stop, or like it was in Cudillero, it could just be a comfort break. But anyway, we are going to set up camp, relax, cook some dinner. I think it's pizza again tonight. It's just so quick and easy. Have a couple of beers, and sorry, but Spurs are playing, aren't they? Chelsea tonight, so that will be my viewing pleasure. So we will catch you in the morning. northern point in Spain! Okay, so we're hiding behind the rock. I hope you can hear me. No drone, way too windy. As we were driving up here, you know, the rain stopped. There was patches where there was no wind. The sun has come out, it's still a bit chilly. But yeah, unfortunately no drone. I mean, this place would be absolutely spectacular if I could get the drone up. Maybe, we're actually going to stay here tonight in the car park by the lighthouse, so maybe tomorrow, let's see, fingers crossed. But, Koa, here. Oh, he makes me so nervous. He's like a little mountain goat. But we've made it, the most northerly northern point, the northest place in Spain, whatever it may be, we're here. We are at the lighthouse Faro de Estaca. Again, excuse my pronunciation, I'll put a link below. But yeah, Galicia at the lighthouse, and we cannot get any further north in Spain. So we're going to enjoy the surroundings, have a little run with Koa. Well, Koa's going to have a run, I'm not. And we will catch you in the morning. Hey, oh my god, 3 things have happened here. The sun is out. 4 things: it stopped raining, I'm in shorts and a t-shirt, and the sunglasses. That's 5 things. Does it get any better? Oh, it is literally so nice to see the sun again and not be battered by rain. We had to leave Galicia. It just wasn't getting any better. The weather forecast was just continually showing rain. Speaking to some locals, they're like, yeah, we've had 29 days of this now and it's just constant. So I was going to go into Portugal because we were right on the top border between Spain and Portugal. But then I met someone who was in a van from Portugal and said, no, don't bother. Unless you're going to get right down to the Algarve, then yeah, the north of Portugal is just as bad. What are you moaning about? Are you just happy because you're in the sunshine, or is it too hot? Huh? Okay, we won't be long. So we are in the city of Salamanca. What's that? That's northwest Spain, Castile and Leon region. And what's this city famous for? I believe it's this sandstone architecture. We actually sat here. Behind us is an amazing cathedral, which obviously I'll put into some of the footage. But obviously we're going to have an explore. But oh my god, like last night was the first night where, you know, we weren't listening to rain on the roof of the van, and it's very nice for a few days, you know, I actually like that sound. But when it is constant for pretty much 3.5 weeks, and obviously for Mr. Koa it was no fun at all, whereas now I can open the door, he can be on his long lead if it's not safe to be off a lead, he can run if he needs to. Last night was actually in Zamora. I didn't do any filming because we just wanted to chill and relax, but the location was perfect for Koa because it was right on a park, right by a forest. We went for a lovely walk this morning before obviously we left, and Salamanca from Zamora was only 40 minutes. Get your head out of the way. I can't believe it's still sat here. It's being very patient. So yeah, It's just amazing to see the sun again. It makes such a difference. It obviously puts a smile on your face. So let's use it. Let's go and explore Salamanca. We're going to get some lunch. We're going to get a pint of something somewhere and just enjoy this wonderful weather. And it's so nice to finally say we have some wonderful weather again. So come on, let's go and have a look around Salamanca. Mr. Koa, are you ready? Are you ready? Yes? High five? Let's do it. Let's go. So shoot me. I like a pint of Guinness. Cheers. Good morning. I'm in the cattle market. I don't know if they're selling me. There's no one around. No, it's not. It's not open today, but it's a great place because it's fully fenced for Koa to have a little run around before we move on. And I have some sad news. As you saw, we were in Salamanca, which I have to say is probably one of my favourite cities so far. The sandstone architecture, the buildings, absolutely beautiful, amazing. And we were parked on the opposite side of the river, I think on the south of the city, I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, we was on the opposite side of the river. We had the cathedral in front of us, obviously across the river. It was a lovely, oh, excuse me, Koa's just picked up a huge stick and whacked it around my legs. Crazy boy. What was I saying? Yes, so we were on the opposite side to basically the cathedral, beautiful view. That evening I took Koa for a walk. It was about 8:30, 9 o'clock, but it was dark. We walked along the river and there was this beautiful stone bridge across the river, which was pedestrian only, so no cars, lit up, absolutely amazing. And again, just imagine the white sandstone. And of course the cathedral all lit up on the other side, and I was like, this would look amazing on the drone. So finished walking Koa, took Koa back to the van, got the drone, went back, put the drone up, and yes, it was night time, and I have flown the drone in at night before, not very often admittedly. You probably know where this is going. I got my distances wrong and I flew the drone into a tree. I have crashed the drone before, only minor crashes. This one unfortunately wasn't minor. Let me show you. as you can see, there's a few battle scars, a bit of mud where it hit the deck, and then there's this, which I don't think is going to be repairable. It probably is, but not, I don't think, whilst I'm on the road. I've looked on Amazon, and yes, you can buy new casing, but I certainly don't have the tools with me to do that. So at the moment, the drone is dead. It was a pretty major crash. I am, of course, going to replace it. I mean, on a positive note, if there is one, it's 5 years old. It's big, it's heavy. The batteries only, don't last that long in flight time. So I'm looking at, and if anyone has any suggestions, please drop them in the comments. But I'm looking at the DJI Mavic 4 Pro. So that's my thought process. I've looked at a few. I looked at the 3 Pro. I looked at the Air 2S and the Air 3S, done some comparisons. And I think for what I need, the flight time it offers, it has all the functionality of my current, or what was my current Mavic Pro Platinum. But it's a much smaller, it's much more nimble, it's got better flight time, and it still has really all the functions that I will ever need for my amateur footage. So yeah, a bit sad that the drone is dead for the time being, but let's see. I mean, when I finally get back to Ibiza, I'll look into the prospects of sending it away to get it fixed, and either have a backup drone, or then I can sell that one, or I don't know. But anyway, until then, it does mean that I can't do any more drone footage. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks I will have a new drone. I'm kind of like thinking I should hang out for Black Friday, see if I can get a deal. Anyway, so that was Salamanca, and we came across, I got minimal footage, but I'll put a little bit up. We came across to a town called Avia, purely because researching drones, it said there was 3 shops here that potentially sold drones. Yeah, no, they don't. I don't know, again, pop suggestions in the comments, but it looks like it's online and online only for buying these kind of things, Amazon, MediaMarkt, etc., etc. But you have to have an address to get them delivered to. They won't use the like the Amazon lockers, I guess because of the lithium-ion batteries. Because I also tried to buy some toilet chemicals online, and that didn't happen either. Luckily, I picked them up here actually at the little park up we're at. So getting it delivered when I do finally purchase a new drone is obviously going to be the issue. I've rung ahead, thinking ahead, a week or so. I've rung ahead to a campsite that could be a good place to stop, asked them if I could get the drone delivered to them, and they said yes. So there's an option, there's a way around it. So I'm looking at Koa, and he's just seen another dog. There's a way around it, so I can get another drone and get it delivered to this campsite. I just need to decide which drone. Is it going to be the Mavic 4 Pro? And do I hang out for Black Friday? But anyway, I'll throw up a little bit of footage of Avia. So we didn't stop long. It was more because there was potentially some drone shops, which didn't happen. They were just old school radio controlled cars, Airfix models, that kind of stuff. Even though they advertised drones, they didn't have any. And today we're probably going to move on to Hervas. Not 100% sure on that one. There's a couple of little towns all within the same area. Now, do I visit all 3 of them? Do I pick 1 or 2? It's only about an hour's drive, so we'll head down there and just see how the day unfolds. But anyway, I'll stop rambling. Disappointed about the drone, but c'est la vie. These things happen. Got to just think positive, move on, and obviously look forward to a nice new, modern, lightweight, nimble, longer lasting flight time drone. Okay, let's head off and see what today brings. obviously some traditional event is going on. I think this is my new thing. I'm going to call it Circle of the Square. Everywhere we go where there's a main square, you're going to get a circle. So here goes with this one. Obviously some are easier because they're more open. This has got a lot of trees, so you probably didn't see much. Anyway, let's see what the next little dance is going to be. Great wrist action with the castanets. Castanets, I think that's right. Something that far too many of us all do, I think. So we are in Plasencia. We're in a lovely park. Koa's having a little bit of a mooch. And this is kind of like another flyby in terms of, I thought I'd give another attempt at trying to find a drone shop, but it seems they just don't do drones in shops. You have to buy them online. So the drone shop fouled. Try saying that 3 times quickly. Drone stop shop. Anyway. But actually Palencia is a beautiful city. I'm just going to move you around there because of the sun. And so obviously we got lost in the streets. It's another fortified, well, it is a city, it's a fortified city. Get your words out, Rich. Lovely main square, and there was a little bit of live music, dancing, traditional, whatever it was. Sorry, watching Koa again as always. Oh, I thought we were going to jump up somebody. It's one thing that... Go up! Yep. Sorry. Good boy. Come on. Perdona. It's, yeah, it's one thing he still does. If I didn't just say that. It's occasionally jumps up people. I'm really trying to stop him. Anyway, so I've lost my complete train of thought. It was a drone stop shop, didn't happen, so now we're going to move on. Wild spot for tonight. Our car's off again, and yeah, we'll let you know what we find. Who's your little friend? You got a little friend? Show everybody your little friend. You got a little friend? Yeah? Is he paying rent? Is he paying rent to live on you? You're a good boy, huh? You're a good boy.